Hi, welcome back to Milo the Malinois method. In this video, I tried to discuss tactics to socialize your dog, but unfortunately, it was a bit too windy. So hopefully I can just talk over this video and try to hit all the main points I was trying to capture as we went into Tractor Supply. So before proceeding into a public place like Tractor Supply or Home Depot or any of the dog-friendly places in your area, make sure your dog has already successfully been able to approach well-adjusted dogs and friends. If the dog is already good on walks and pet stores, this is probably a good next test. If it's the first time, keep it short and avoid busy areas or anything that might overwhelm your dog. If the dog's energy picks up slightly, you can always have them go to a sit, a lay down, and try to get to an isolated area with less people around so the dog can relax. If the dog gets really excited or you find that's not helping, just try to get the dog out of there, figure out what you have to work on, and then build up from there. As you'll see in this video, I'll have Milo lay down a few times, and sometimes I do it for every aisleway, which is just a good practice in general anyhow, for control, to keep him engaged, and so he has a job. We actually haven't been in this Tractor Supply for a while, and honestly he's probably only been there maybe a couple times in his life, so he was a little amped up and curious. A better method on my part would have been if I had walked him around in the parking lot first, let him sniff, go to the bathroom, calm down, get his energy out a little bit. Some exercises, prior to doing anything really in general, always helps. As I leave the parking lot here, I work on some of the engagement drills that would probably be best before going into a public place, whether that's engagement training, walking, having them do certain exercises as you move around, just keeping the dog engaged and focused on you, which always just makes things easier in general. Don't forget to keep your dog close to you, have a muzzle, use whatever methods you're using for your dog, especially if they're still in training, just to keep everyone protected. And it goes back to the method we talked about in the dog aggression series with, if your dog has a problem with people getting a certain distance, have that dog operate at the edge of that distance where they can be good and work on closing that distance over time. And this is the same thing. As I leave the parking lot here, I work on some of the engagement drills that would probably be best before going into a public place, whether that's engagement training, walking, having them do certain exercises as you move around, just keeping the dog engaged and focused on you, which always just makes things easier in general. Don't forget to keep your dog close to you, have a muzzle, use whatever methods you're using for your dog, especially if they're still in training, just to keep everyone protected. Hopefully that answers any questions you have as far as getting your dog out in public. If not, hit me in the comment section. Like, subscribe, share. Thank you very much and have a great day.